Hi guys, and welcome to another Watch Geek video and another unboxing and first impressions. Today we're featuring a new brand on my channel called Milifortic, and it's actually the same guys that are behind the Militato that I featured quite a few times are behind this brand as well. Now if you follow my channel, you know that Militato makes a lot of like military inspired watches, powers them with mecha quartz movements, sometimes even automatics, and they're ultra cheap. Milifortic is pretty much the same, but they offer mostly mechanical watches. So this is their take on the Sinn 556. So let's open up the box and see how it looks. The packaging is pretty much the same as you get on the Militato watches. So let's check this out. And yes, sorry for the coughs. This is pretty much a blatant copy of the Sinn 556, all the way down to the one thing that I always disliked about the 556, and that's a minute hand that's too short. And when I saw the renders of this, I actually wrote them back and told them you should increase the size of the minute hand. So I don't know if they're gonna do it in one of the follow-up models or generations of this watch. Now some people are going to be cringing about these blatant copies, but if you follow my channel, you know I have nothing against them. Watches like this are not gonna like damage the sales of the established brands, just as this thing is not gonna damage the sale of a Sinn watch. In fact, it might improve it. Why? Because I find these ultra cheap watches a great way for people to try a style they're not sure about. When I started this watch collecting journey, my tastes have evolved quite significantly. So if I had to buy a more expensive watch to try a certain style and then later realize that it's not for me, I usually always lost a lot of money. But in today's world, where you have an alternative, a very cheap, ultra cheap alternative to pretty much any popular design and watch you can find on the market, there is really no reason to lose a lot of money, because when you like something, you try something like this, which is like I said, a blatant copy. If you like the style, you will buy, let's say, a Sinn 556 if you like those types of watches. This is just like a tryout. But because these are usually pretty well made, you end up keeping them in the collection and wearing them as beaters because you really don't care if something happens to them. And then the original, the real one, you use for fancy occasions and places where you know you're not gonna destroy them. So this, like I said, is a Sinn 556 copy, or homage as they like to say. It's done in stainless steel, comes with a screw-in crown and 100 meters of water resistance, sapphire crystal with anti-reflective coating, Seiko NH 38, so it's a true no-date movement, meaning you don't get the ghost click as soon as you pull out the crown on the first click. The second hand will like I said, stop, and you get in, and it comes on this leather strap. The case is, appears massive because you have this thick bezel, and we'll save all the details for the review when I do the macro shots, but I do like the finish of the case. It's completely brushed, just like the Sinn. This one is not hardened, but it does look epic. It's 11.8 millimeters thick, so it's quite thin for a Seiko NH powered watch. And it comes in at 39 millimeters and just over 46 lug to lug, but I'll have the exact measurements in the corner of the screen. I do like the watch because I do like the Sinn style. These are some of the most legible watches out there on the market, and the only thing that I dislike is just the same as I dislike on Sinn watches, is this minute hand, which is simply too short. If you're gonna make a pilot watch and a watch that has to be as legible as possible, at least make sure the hands reach their designated markers. Now Milifortic, unfortunately, like I said, copied that as well, which is, in my opinion, a flaw in Sinn watches and in this watch as well. Now we're just gonna put it on my 6.5-inch wrist to see how it wears. We're gonna do a Lume shot, and that's gonna be it for today, but do stay tuned for the full review when I put this under macro to see just how well made these are. But usually Militato, actually, despite having these very low price points, actually does a decent job of finishing watches, and this one is a $129, and for that price at these kind of specs and this look, you really can't beat it. So let's strap it on my wrist and we're gonna be right back. And here we are. The 39mm model on my 6.5-inch wrist looks pretty much perfect. This is as high as I would like to go on a Pilot watch when it comes to my wrist, because I have a small wrist, and I also like when watches appear slightly smaller than they are because it makes my wrist look bigger. Now I have the usual problem of this piece sticking out, but that's down to my wrist. I always have my custom straps which are shorter that hide that, so I will be probably switching. As for the strap, it's pretty soft and pliable. I do like it. Now let's charge the watch, see the Lume, and that's gonna be it for today. Okay, with the watch charged, let's zoom in, let the camera focus, and turn off the light. And the Lume is very, very good. Now this was a make it or break it point for this watch, because if the Lume sucked, it would kind of make the whole watch pointless. But the Lume is quite strong. It's a BGW9, so it's a Super Luminova. It glows blue. They went with that one because it appears white when you're in daylight, and I do like the fact that they loomed all the minute or the second hashes. However, as you can see, the seconds hand has no lume whatsoever, which makes the reading of the time even easier because there's nothing to distract you. And here in the Lume shot, you can actually see just how much shorter the minute hand is. It just like a fraction of a millimeter. If it was a fraction of a millimeter longer, it would touch the hashes and it would make it perfect. But even like this, the watch is very, very readable. So anyways, that's a very good effort for Milifortic for their first model, and I do like it. I mean, if you like the Sinn model, you're gonna love this, and I do like the clean design and everything. Now, like I said, if they increase the size of this minute hand, it's gonna be perfect. And like I said, if you ever wanted to try like a Sinn 556, but you're not sure about it and you want to cash out as much money as they cost, you can always get something like this, an alternative to try it on. If you like it, then you go for the original. So anyways, that's it. Like I said, stay tuned for the full review. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.